Oh, I am sorry I am so late. Of course, if you're not watching the live stream, then you then it doesn't matter. But for those of you that have been here waiting, hi, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I lost track of time getting ready, and before I knew it, it was like 2 minutes. It was like 1:32, and I was like, oh shit! And so I had to step it up. So here we are. Hi guys. Happy Monday. Happy post lunar eclipse. Hello, Kemwa. Um, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone enjoyed or was able to enjoy the eclipse in some way last night. I did see a little bit of it. I ended up falling asleep and waking up at like 12:30, and I could still see some of the red in the moon, so that was good. Yay. But I missed like the full transition and everything. Um, but it was a very interesting night for me. The energy of it did not go missed or unnoticed, unexperienced in any way. My feelings last night were that I just wanted to stay home, not, I mean, not necessarily home, but like I didn't want to go out. There were a number of bonfires and parties and festivals or festivities for the full moon last night, and not to say that any of that was a bad idea, but for me personally, I felt like I just didn't want to be out partying with a crowd, you know. It felt way more personal to me. It felt like I needed to stay with myself, reflective, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I did last night. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It was very powerful. I did notice that it was powerful in the sense that, well, see, I spent most of the weekend out, Kamwa. So that, so like right there, that was part of the reason why I kind of wanted to spend. And I really wasn't intending on being out this weekend the way that I ended up being. Like at least Friday and Saturday. Like I did not. I mean, Saturday was okay. I understood I was gonna be whatever, but it just turned into a really intense weekend. So Sunday was I was very happy to like stay home and everything, but with the energies of the moon, it felt. I was talking to a friend of mine, and it just the energy of it when it came to the nature of it to begin with, right? But then add in the element of the public being out on the beach, potentially either doing some sort of psychedelics or being around people that were doing some sort of psychedelics or doing some sort of drugs or something like that. Like again, to each their own, but that's something that would probably be there, right? So you have to take that energy into account. Whether you perceive it as good or bad, it doesn't matter. You have to take that extra element, which is a fairly chaotic element, and add it to the energetic structure of this event you're going to be at. And me personally, with the energies of the full moon, and then the fact that that was going to be a whole other element with like the actual party that was happening, all I kept thinking of, or the word I kept coming up with, was chaos. Again, whether you find it to be good or bad, it doesn't matter, but it was still a very wildly, strongly chaotic energy. Now, as I'm thinking about this, I keep thinking of Pluto, because the energies of Pluto are very, or can be very chaotic like that, very powerful in its chaos as well. Or you could say chaotic and yet, but still powerful in and of itself. Very intense, very strong energy. And Pluto does work with the realm of chaos a bit, or at least that's the energy that I feel at this moment as I'm feeling through this and talking through this for you. But I keep coming up with Pluto because Pluto is associated with Scorpio. In the Western practice, in tropical or mainstream astrology, this eclipse happened in Scorpio. In true sidereal astrology, in terms of where the actual planets and celestial bodies really truly are in our sky, the eclipse actually was in Libra. But as of right now, today is Monday, May 15th, 16th, excuse me. Right, the eclipse was the 15th. And to be honest with you, you guys, we are still under some of the effects of the full moon. I did look at the chart today before I got here got here live, and the moon and the sun are still in a little bit of an opposition. Okay, so it's still there's still some kind of full moon energies, and actually, as of right now, in terms of true sidereal astrology, where things actually are in our sky at the moment, the moon just a few hours ago crossed into Scorpio. Okay, so the moon is in Scorpio right now, and we're still going through some of this full moon type of opposition with the sun. So there you go. Okay, that's why I'm picking up on Jupiter now, because the bulk of the full moon, which was yesterday, was in Libra, and this moon, this eclipse and full moon provided us with an extreme amount of power to level the playing field in some cases. This was called or considered a very healing celestial event, right? I feel the perspective I'm getting for it is it was healing in the terms of you were able to bring a certain level of balance, equality, neutrality, justice to your life in terms of making a certain decision, choosing, deciding on what it is that needs to change, what it is you want to do, how it is you feel, what it is you need to do to heal, or what it is you need to do to achieve a certain goal. There is still a strong level of level headedness and maybe even a little bit of humbleness in terms of humbling yourself enough to know I actually have to make this X change or Y change, or I have to admit this about myself, or I have to admit this about the situation, or you know what I mean? There's some sort of humbleness energy to this eclipse that's part of what made it so powerful. And it was in Libra, bringing justice into your life, bringing ultimately healing into your life. And now the moon is in Scorpio. So you made the decision, you had the perspective, you could have seen it for what it was or what it needs, or what it is meant to be, not what you want it to be, what is ultimately going to be under the current energies. And you made a certain decision. Well, now that the moon is in Scorpio, this is the excavation process. This is the moment where we start to dig this, whatever it is, up from its roots. Okay, deep. Okay, Scorpio. This time of the moon being in Scorpio is a moment for you to go through the radical transformation. Okay, literally digging this thing up out of there. All right, and then the moon will hit Ophiuchus after that. I just heard 2 days from now. So like not tomorrow, but the day after. So probably by Wednesday, the moon will be in Ophiuchus. And that's when the healing happens. Scorpio helps you excavate. Scorpio helps you go through the transformation. Ophiuchus helps you heal from that transformation. And then from Ophiuchus, we go into Sagittarius, where the moon will be in for a while. And because Sagittarius is fairly long. And in Sagittarius is where we are able to make sense of it, where we are able to express, where we are able to learn or expand or grow, get a higher perspective, get a deeper perspective, see things in a new way, feel a new passion, start a new chapter within the situation. Okay. But right now, as of today, the 16th of May, the moon is in Scorpio. So now is the excavation time. Now we're digging it up. We're digging it up today. Today into tomorrow. So, what messages do we have for the collective in terms of that then? I hope everyone is feeling well. All right. Cool. What messages do we have? In light of all of this, Spirit, that we've all said already, what messages do we have for the collective at this time? Take this Ace of Pentacles. Oh, no, that's not an Ace of Pentacles. That is, in fact, an Ace of Cups. That is an Ace of Cups with a 5 of Pentacles. Oh, boy. Okay, Triage is necessary, triage is needed. This is kind of where we're feeling right now. We're feeling ragged, we're feeling run down, we're feeling left out of the cold. In some cases, where over the weekend, where you had a sort of aloofness about you, you had a sort of like bird's eye view of your situation, and you could make a really objective decision with barely any emotional interference. Now you've zoomed back in, okay? Because ultimately, that higher perspective, that expanded point of view, that, you know, bird's eye view was really only temporary. It's not where you are consciously focused in all the time or in your day-to-day life, your daily life, right? So now that you've been dropped back down into your day-to-day life, you're feeling the effects of the visions that you had or the changes that you're making or needing to make. Maybe even some sort of residual feelings from whatever it is you're leaving behind. This is the triage, is what this is, what Spirit is saying. Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. I totally see how the Five of Pentacles could be the nursery, the nursing ward in like a battlefield of some sort. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And it's not necessarily like you guys are soldiers, even though you might see yourself as soldiers. I'm seeing civilians. Civilians that are getting injured in the line of fire somehow, some way, that are needing triage. Okay? That might be very triggering to a lot of people for a lot of good reasons right now, and I apologize for that. But that's really what I'm seeing. Five of Pentacles needing triage, and that's the coming from the Ace of Cups. Okay, all right. Yeah, see, you have the Queen of Cups at the top of the deck and the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There are very strong, compassionate, healing energies surrounding you right now. Even if you don't have that, notice that, see that in your waking life, in your 3D, the energies are surrounding you spiritually, astrally, energetically. The energies are surrounding you. The triage is happening, okay? The Queen of Cups is that nurse, okay? Queen of Cups is that nursing energy, that motherly figure. Water is also seen as a healing element in a lot of situations, okay? Symbolically, water could be seen as healing. Healing waters. Seven of Pentacles reversed, Judgment reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, Two of Swords. Okay. This is a lot to deal with, you guys, because the biggest thing that's coming through with this, why this is so heavy, why you are feeling so ragged and run down, and why this may be one of the most brutal experiences you've been through, that you've gone through, one of the most brutal healing experiences that you've had in a while, because maybe you've been going through a lot of healing experiences over and over and over again, but this one takes the cake. Like, you should be so good right now with the amount of experience you gained by going through experiences that were rough and you really needed to heal from. But this one's taking you out. It's like, it feels like it's hit you right in your soul. But you want to know why it feels that way? It's because you are being shown something that is within you. It's a denial aspect that you're having to take responsibility for. The Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Overall energy. Underneath that is the Hierophant. Oh boy. Didn't someone just say something? Yes, a UG Rose, build an ethos. Wait, no, hold on. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Never mind. Anyway. Damn. This is literally what I'm getting with this, you guys. This page is, I'm sorry, this Two of Swords and the Hierophant is literally having to take responsibility for the fact that institutions have led you, or maybe led us. Maybe this is really political for you right now, or you're experiencing this. There's within your waking life, there's an energy here of needing to take responsibility for allowing yourself to become a part of something, or to have drank the Kool-Aid in some way, or to have believed the hype in some way about something. There is a decent level of needing to take responsibility for that, and oh my god, okay, and because of that, you are starting over. Page of Pentacles, and this Page of Pentacles energy looks kind of paranoid. I feel like the energy that I'm getting from this Page of Pentacles right now is of a kid in high school or in middle school in some sort of public area, or like the lunchroom or something, the cafeteria, and being very unique and holding this pentacle and having this pentacle to offer, or this thing, this belief that this kid has in something, and that's this Ace of Pentacles, and the other kids around him looking at him like he is absolutely insane and laughing at him like, oh, are you kidding? That's not going to do anything for you, you fucking loser. I mean, like, okay, if we're in middle school, they're probably not going to curse like that. I don't know, kids these days probably would, but that's the kind of, like, you're a loser. Who do you never? I don't even want to keep saying that. But that's only because you are starting from scratch here. By you having to admit some sort of denial, somehow, you are effectively starting over, disassociating with whatever it is that has been you've allowed to build within your life, belief system, belief structure, something like that, with this Hierophant energy. You are literally starting from scratch, and you're starting on your own. Okay, you don't have friends or other geeks or nerds that are coming with you. At least I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing you standing on your own, or this figure standing on their own. But look at what's underneath this Page of Pentacles. The King of Cups, to the Moon, to the Fool, to the Eight of Cups, to the Emperor, to the Queen of Wands, to the High Priestess, to Strength. Yep. What is all of this? Well, let me tell you, I love seeing the Emperor here. I love seeing the Emperor here. I just did a reading for Patreon, patreon.com/Divines Conversations. Check us out over there. But there was, we talked about disillusionment. There was right before the eclipse, there was a lot of disillusionment. And that was the feeling, what we were feeling in terms of disillusionment was this. The Two of Swords with the Hierophant, being disappointed in the fact that we were blinded to something, or we were in denial about the fact that what we were chasing, what we were aligning with, what we were subscribing to was actually detrimental to us, or was not something we actually wanted, or this, that, and the third, or it just became disappointing. And there was a level of denial in terms of keeping up the pace, keeping going at it, or continuing to see it in the same way, in such a good light, or a high light, or in such high standing, thinking that would help, that would change anything ever. But it was never going to change anything. That's part of this guilt or shame that's coming through with the recognition of this denial. So that was the disillusionment we were feeling, right? But we're starting over, and we're doing what it is we know we need to do, even though it's not easy. It's not easy standing in the cafeteria, or in the lunchroom, or on the playground, or wherever where there are a bunch of other kids around and being laughed at by everyone. Because for some reason, they don't seem to believe in what you believe in. That's terrible. But that's not easy. It's not easy. And this kind of feels like a little bit of a choice in that sense. With this King of Cups energy, it's like you're choosing to go in this direction, but you know it's the right thing to do. Whereas if we were a kid, I don't think we would say, depending on your level of understanding, many of us at some point in our development would say, I didn't choose to be laughed at by everyone. I didn't choose to be the laughing stock of my grade, of my graduating class. Like, okay. But in this case, we're being adults and are saying, actually, I'm letting go, and I'm looking at this situation for what it truly is, and seeing it how it truly is, instead of being in denial about it. And I'm going to go in this direction. Even though the way before me is unclear, the moon. But also the moon represents the eclipse. We are using our agency. You're right. The moon is the eclipse. But the moon is also a chaotic energy. In this energy that I'm feeling for it, what it's representing right now, it's a big change. The moon represents also uncertainty. Even though we don't know exactly what's going to come of this, we don't know exactly what's ahead of us. We know at this moment, King of Cups, this is the direction we got to go in. Page of Pentacles. We've got to take this leap of faith, even though the way ahead of us is unclear. Maybe is even illusionary. I am hearing some arguments here in this moon where some of you may be saying or may be hearing others say, you're crazy or you're under a delusion or you're delusional or this is an illusion, blah 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 blah. But that's also part of this moon energy, because the strongest thing that's behind this moon energy is trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, knowing exactly what the right thing to do is, King of Cups, and not only knowing it but doing it, following through with it, King of Cups. Yeah. You must leave this behind if we're going to move forward towards what it is you truly want. This was another part of that message on Patreon this weekend. It was titled Disillusionment and the Emperor's Path. It's the Emperor right there. The Emperor has been coming out a lot like this lately for all the collective readings I've been doing. Maybe even the private ones, but in terms of thinking about it, hi Liz, I think, anyway, the Emperor is really coming through here. Actually, the Emperor is representing Uranus in Aries right now. The Emperor is Aries, first of all, but Uranus is in Aries right now. And you guys that have been following me on the channel here for an extended amount of time have been hearing me talk about the big change in our sense of identity, our sense of selves, that has been influenced by Uranus's movement through Aries, even its retrograde, especially his retrograde last year. He's going to have another this year, late August, starting in late August. Hi, R. But the Emperor is representing the need to hold the structure, hold the alignment, or at least do what is necessary in order to achieve our goal. The goal represented here by the Queen of Wands. What it is you are in alignment with. In keeping up with this analogy, what we've been talking about here, what it is you have a structure that you're trying to build, a level of scaffolding that Saturn in Capricorn has been holding for you. What it is you're learning right now with Mercury being retrograde in terms of being able to streamline or fix your process, especially with Mercury being in Taurus right now. Another earth sign, another constructive sign. How are you rewriting your programming? Mind blown. Literally coming to a level of losing or releasing a level of denial in terms of a certain structure, a certain tradition, a certain long-standing situation, a long-standing way of being, a long-standing thought, belief, whatever. Coming out of a sense of denial in terms of that and saying to yourself, I've got to do things differently. I've got to start over. I've got to go through a brand new process, and no, it's not easy. But the Emperor is saying the Emperor is the protective force around the garden of the Empress. The Empress is the garden. The Emperor is the protective layer and even the developed society that stems from the Empress. The Emperor represents the physical structure, which takes certain physical rules. And the Emperor says, if you want something done a certain way, then this is the structure, this is the process, this is the follow through we need to entertain right now in order for us to get where it is we're trying to go. This is why the Emperor puts rules, regulations, definitions in place when the Emperor is healthy and balanced. not necessarily to define for his own reasons, not necessarily to control for his own reasons. But the Emperor is a fixed energy, where the Empress is, we'll say, a cardinal energy. And a fixed energy, just like Taurus, creates structure, holds the pace, follows through with the process. You have to walk away from something. You have to take a leap of faith. This is the only way we're going to get where it is we are trying to go, says the Emperor. Okay? You guys, that was all just at the bottom of the deck. We have 3 cards that came out here. And they're all reversed. The 7 of Pentacles reversed, Judgment in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reverse. It's not serving you. And even though you have had opportunities in the past leading up to this one big one, this one cataclysmic one, I'm surprised the Tower hasn't come out. But you've had opportunities, or at least you've been able to make your judgment call for some time. Oh, hey, Stephanie. Hey, Alicia. You've had ample, multiple opportunities to choose for yourself. But you held on. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You let go. You let go. This is great. Okay, one more pull. For some of you, there is a relationship coming out of this. Well, really, for everyone, there's a relationship coming out of... Interesting. Hold on. We do have Scorpio energy here in Death. Okay. Death to the 7 of Cups. Okay. Okay, so this is a transformation out of some sort of... Again, I keep getting denial here. And it feels like denial in terms of not really making the decision because there are multiple options. There are multiple ways of seeing something. But it's not necessarily about seeing it in all the ways and making it try to work for you. It's about seeing how it affects you in terms of where it is you're trying to go in your life, what it is you're trying to achieve in your life. You were, it's like you were keeping too many options open with this 7 of Cups. Like you were finding security or relief in the fact that either it could be seen multiple ways, or it could be described multiple ways, or there are multiple options or something like that. Somehow this made it okay, the 7 of Cups. It made it okay for you to continue to be in denial about this situation or continue to not make a decision. Okay? But that death to that. Endings to that. All right, you have the the 2 of Cups here with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. And if this is not an actual relationship with someone outside of you, this is a relationship with yourself. With yourself. This is a relationship with yourself, potentially. This is you having come closer together. The bond between masculine and feminine, Empress and Emperor, has gotten stronger, has gotten more cohesive. And maybe that's why the Emperor is able to have such a strong and positive effect in your life at this point. Why he is so loud and clear. 4 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Knight of Swords. There's the Tower. 4 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Tower. This is interesting. For some of you, you got fed up. You got fed up with someone's lack of respect for an offer, their lack of willingness to work on things with you, or maybe it was the vice versa. They got upset because you were not willing to. There was some sort of explosion for somebody here, or for some of you here. Either there was an actual altercation, you You actually had an argument with someone, you had it out with someone, you communicated your feelings. Maybe it was a pretty aggressive situation, generally speaking, like it's naturally just a volatile type of situation, or it became volatile, or, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if speaking too soon, it was the right thing to do. Maybe not. Okay, because you have the Tower here. Whatever happened with this Knight of Swords energy, whatever communication this represents, it created a Tower moment, yes. But you see, I'm not sure that's a bad thing. I don't know if I really want to say you spoke too soon. I kind of want to say you spoke right on time. Because whatever it is you needed to say is the catalyst, is what has caused this tower to come down, or this tower moment to happen, or for this situation to erupt, or for things to change so drastically all of a sudden, for better or for worse. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I feel like you guys are saying for worse, but I don't believe that. And now that's why there's this need for triage. You have the Two of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands. You needed the triage before. This needed to be fixed. This needed to be found balance. Balance needed to be found within this. Anyway, regardless of how it has happened or taken shape here in this moment. Regardless of that. That's why I'm sitting here saying to you, I don't feel like you spoke out too soon or out of turn or said something you shouldn't have. No, what I feel here is you said exactly what you needed to say. Wow, Carlos, I hope you heal well. I want to go deeper into this tower moment. Yeah, it's like you rethought everything. You changed your you're for your mom, okay. You changed your perspective on something. Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Magician, the King of Swords. It's like, if you want to manifest something, the Magician, you have a goal in mind, you have an end game. And whatever it was you were holding on to, Four of Pentacles to the Four of Swords, you recognized or realized that you had to stop holding on to this. This was anchoring you down somehow, or it was inhibiting your ability to achieve this manifestation. Okay? That's what the fact of this matter is. That's why this situation has erupted in the way that it has. There's that Two of Swords again. I want to talk about this tower moment more. I hope you guys are doing well. This is tower moment. This is tower moment. There's the moon again. And the Chariot. Ooh. What's this tower moment? It's like, yep. It's like this, this eclipse. It's like this eclipse literally puts you in gear. Maybe it's that Plutonian energy that I'm feeling now. Because the moon is in Scorpio right now. And Pluto rules Scorpio. You have the moon with the Chariot. Okay, the tower moment is that, regardless as to how it may have looked like on the surface, like what may have actually happened in the physical, the energy that set that off was you getting into divine right alignment that supercharged you or gave you some sort of momentum, or like we'll say your car got a battery, but like a supercharged battery or some shit like that, or your car got some gas or some sort of fusion cell or fuel cell that is powering it now. That's what this moon did for you. And it gave you the power to end what you know you needed to end. Four of Cups again with the Ten of Swords. The overall energy at the bottom of the deck, clarifying this tower, is the devil. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. I kid you not. I shit you not, baby. Death. What's death? What does death want to say? Scorpio? Pluto? What does Pluto want to say? What does Pluto want to say, please? Big granddaddy Pluto. What do you want to say to the collective right now? Plutonian energy. What do you want to say to the collective right now? Get your fears clear. Some of you may be really experiencing a lot of fears right now, or they're in the forefront of your mind, or you can perceive of them. We actually, well, Mars and Neptune are conjuncting today. Today into tomorrow, I believe. I wasn't really getting much from that. But what do we have here? Pluto wants to talk about, look, justice in reverse. Get your fears very, very clear. There's an energy here of being able to really fine tune or hone in on your fears right now. Again, they may be amplified, or they may be very clear to you, or very obvious, or very apparent at this time. This is helping you sniff out injustices. Okay, Pluto is bringing this up because this is exactly what you could be digging up while the moon is in Scorpio. So pay attention to what comes up during this time, okay? Pluto is giving you the power to dig these situations up and discard them for good, okay? Before we move in, the moon moves into Ophiuchus, where the healing can happen, right? The repairing of the soil or of the area of the plot in which what you just dug up was buried, was laid, was hidden. We have the Page of Cups with the World. You're about to enter into a brand new belief system, a brand new life for yourself, a brand new dream world, a brand new illusionary experience. Because really, this is all a hologram. But it's one of your creating, one of your doing, one that you have dreamed up to a greater extent. Instead, by you releasing or letting go of the Hierophant energies, the structure that you allowed others to build for you, now you are building this new structure yourself. That is what we have been in the process of all along here, right? With this scaffolding, with this certain thing that we're trying to do, create, be in this new way, okay? Yes? So, you are actively dreaming this up. Spirit really needs you to be aware of that, to remember that, to know that, okay? But you have to leave certain things behind. 8 of Cups is the overall energy. Wow. 8 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yep. The Queen of Wands being your vibration that you are holding, the new scaffolding that you are trying to fill out, the new vibration, the vibration that you hold. 3 of Wands being the path ahead, combined with the momentum you have got going so far. 8 of Cups is representing the energy of the next step in your process. And that's walking away. Okay. Let's get some closing oracle guidance here. Yes? I have chosen, or I was called to bring out the Liquid Crystal Oracle for the collective today. As always with this deck, I encourage you, if you would like to, get the specific crystal, if you have access to it, if it calls to you, if you want to work with it, you're more than welcome to do so, okay? Okay. Let's close this out. Closing oracle message, please, Spirit, for the collective from the liquid crystal to close out this beautiful reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you are able to really work effectively and well with these energies here. I know they're intense, but we are more than capable of handling it, okay? Thank you, Mystic Leo. I love it too. One last shuffle. One last... Oh, try that again. One last shuffle. Okay. Closing message for the collective, please. The chickens. Those chickens. All right, closing messages. The roosters are getting rapey, you guys. I don't like it when that happens. Closing messages for the collective. I don't even want to speak to that because it actually kind of hurts my heart. But I've been having an interesting time with these chickens and the energies that they've been representing. I've never lived with hens or roosters ever, nor have I ever lived with wild ones at that, you know. But in observing them and going through what I've been going through with them, to from like being really okay with them, allowing them to be around, but then getting a garden and watching them destroy it in certain cases, and their interferences, their seeming like intentional and interferences and all that kind of stuff. It's just been a really wild ride with them. And now the energy is weird. Energy is weird. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Closing messages for the collective, please, Spirit. Closing crystal. Okay, just... Okay. Okay, wait, no, just one, please. Just one card. Just one card, please. Closing message. Closing crystal. Closing... Just one of them. Closing message. Just one card, please. Just one card, please. I got two. Spirit is determined. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. These cards are so similar that it's basically like one message. We've got Pyrite and we've got Tiger's Eye. Pyrite says spark of life. Tiger's Eye says personal power in action. And then overall energy at the bottom of the deck is Carowite, individualization. And this is one of the cards. This was actually the first card I was actually going to take. But then I was like, no, Spirit, I want one, just one card, please. Oh, some of the cards. Interesting. Interesting, you guys. Okay, so we're going to read Pyrite first. Wait. Yeah. Okay. All right. Pyrite, spark of life. If Pyrite has come to you today, you are headed into the warm tropical waters of self-realization. Mastery, purification, and healing of the mental and personal power levels of self are occurring. This beautiful energy that surrounds you on this day paves a fearless road of joy and happiness. The sun will rise in your heart, offering the vitality that you have requested to change your life. Now, all you must do is use it. Stand in truthful focus and choose your path wisely. The voice of your soul has never been so present. Breathe it to your heart and take action. In Pyrites embrace, the time is right to do whatever it is you have put off and hidden in the back of your mind. Play in the shadows of self and realize them. Oh, I'm sorry, and release them into the world with love, power, and wisdom. Listen not to the sounds of the world around you, for they are not yours. Hear the inner single sound that you truly are, and the peace, love, and oneness of the universe will be born from your confident spark. Remember, the only thing to fear in the universe is your own mind out of control. It creates your perception and eventually your entire world, your reality. Be free now. Choose life. Okay. And then we have Tiger's Eye. There it is. Oh, well, this one's fairly short. Okay. Tiger's Eye. When Tiger's Eye enters your life, good love, luck, and wealth follow. But in order to receive, you must be prepared to take action, not to move into reaction. Take caution with whatever presents itself. Remember that true action has no fear, regrets, or limitations. It is the purest measure of personal power mastered for the betterment of all. The presence of Tiger's Eye also can indicate a holiday or a well-deserved break. Tiger's Eye is also the sacred stone for Lord Lanto, an ascended master, who resides on the Yellow Ray. He may be calling you. Okay, guys. Oh, you know what? Actually, I also want to read Carrawhite, Individualization. So let's do that. Last one. Oh, there it is. Okay, this one's a little longer. Let the spirits of your past live in you and deliver your future through self-love, realized personal power, and the dedication of divine wisdom. You step now upon the path home. If Carrawhite has come to you today, it signals a rebirth of sorts. It is time to become the individual that you are and release yourself on the world. The first steps in doing this are always the releasing of attachments and cutting away of outside influences as they keep us as we are and make change difficult. The loving vibration of Carrawhite makes sure that when you are reborn, your spiritual, personal, and individual gifts are embraced, for with them realized integrity to higher purpose is assured and you will shine. At this important time, you should expect to be challenged by the world and the people around you. They all perceive you a certain way, and most are resistant to change due to its unpredictable and often painful nature. Take care not to be swayed into their perceived idea of you, and hold tight to the true self as it is rebirthed in all its glory. The new you will carry many new opportunities as the spirit that you are makes its mark on the world. Trust in your infinite spark. It believes its path has never been so clear. If you have asked for a sign or a call to action, this is the most potent one available. Carrawhite only arrives when divine purpose is about to be addressed and into physicality. The master deva of this stone often delivers messages in music. Listen to some with an open heart. Who knows where you may go? Carrawhite is the sacred crystal of the Egyptian goddess Ma'at and the ascended master Paul the Venetian. It is a whale contact stone and was worked with to communicate with them in Atlantean times. Carrawhite can directly interpret their songs of life. Okay, you guys. I'm going to let that be the end because now I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, that sure is happening here. Yeah. Yes, indeed. But I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Monday to you. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I gotta go pick up my friend. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you would like a personal reading with me, I am available. Check the description box below. I love you. I'll see you later. Bye.